don't talk about Gay Fight Club?
Yeah.
Gay Fight Club. The number one rule to not talk about Gay Fight Club is that there's a Gay Fight
It's
Club.
don't ask, don't tell.
Like Slay. Hey.
Slay.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something. Yeah. I tell you off the stream. I can't say what I'm about to say on stream, but I think I already told you. But yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for people to come on, man. How you been though? How's everything going? I haven't talked to you about it a couple of days.
Yeah, I've been good. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I'd be, even though physically I've been fucking just thrashed where I'm not the only one that thinks that it's the result of being targeted by a DEW.
Oh, you're talking about your syndrome.
Mm.
Yeah, that's weird shit, bro. That's weird shit. Not gonna lie.
It is weird.
It is 1,000%. I read about it, bro, and I'm surprised. It's not a coincidence that you guys specifically are being the ones with these symptoms only. People that are, you know.
I'm gonna show you the screenshot. Me and this dude that is naval intelligence.
Yeah.
And me and him were in the ER 2 days ago for the same thing.
Wow.
On different sides of the country.
Was it like the migraines become unbearable?
More than the vomiting, and then also
a migraine can make you throw up. Yep. Fuck yeah, lightheadedness.
I never had vertigo, but no, dude, I couldn't walk. Dude, like I've never experienced anything like that.
So, can you talk about the things about your meeting? What made you call me today and go, I will support your claim that we are Germany? Well, you said Nazi Germany, but yeah, I will support those opinions that you give. I said, why do you say that? Because we are.
Yeah, but there's a deeper,
yes, of
darker
course.
thing. So to pinpoint the actual origin of it.
Yeah.
Because
Egypt. What do you mean?
This country's gonna hear that and they'll think, "Oh, it's Trump." Like,
it's Egyptian, bro.
It's way
and
out
Trump
of his
is a puppet,
grade.
bro. He's not. I don't even know.
It's out of his pay grade,
bro,
and it's pretty bad.
They're pushing hella. I haven't seen in my whole existence of life as much this type of propaganda that's come across TikTok that is racially motivated.
Dude, it is all designed to inflame. They're facilitating hostilities.
They are. And then you're hearing rumors of habeas corpus being suspended.
The same way.
Repealed.
Yep.
And the only
same way.
Yeah. Did you see the reasons why? Exactly. Because of look, habeas corpus, is a habeas corpus, meaning you shall have the body in Latin, is a fundamental legal practice in the United States that protects individuals from unlawful detention. It allows someone in custody to challenge the legality of the imprisonment or detention. And if you ever write up a habeas corpus and send it to the judge, it gets sent straight to the judge, and the judge must bring you and address that in real time. And it's usually for you. People file that habeas corpus. There's a filing you could file called habeas corpus. Same thing as this, and it'll get you out if you can't afford bond.
There's also, a lot of that is they're using it as a counter tactic for aspects of lawfare.
Yes.
But what you should do.
That's why I know about
it. Filing a court injunction or something. It's directly contacting the office of the Inspector General.
Okay.
That is directly. That there's several in which your case or specific predicament fits that. Check out the screenshot I just sent you. This is part of the meeting.
What's also crazy is the reason for suspension. The U.S. Constitution allows for the suspension of habeas corpus for only in cases of rebellion. Listen to that, or invasion. So there's videos going around. Let me show you this real quick. Tell me if this is the right energy. Do you agree or disagree? Just listen to what this man says.
The Constitution is clear, and that, of course, is the supreme law of the land, that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So I would say that's an option we're actively looking at. Look, a lot of it depends on whether the courts do the right thing or not.
Listen, if you get rid of habeas corpus, I will never allow anybody, identification or not, to ever put handcuffs on me. Ever.
Agree?
As an American citizen.
He said, oh shit, what the fuck? He said, if habeas corpus gets suspended, I will not allow anybody to put handcuffs on me.
Yeah, I think what's happening is people are misunderstanding deliberately, actually, because they're causing this, the actual target of it, and they don't want to arouse a whole bunch of panic.
Yeah.
It's not about an invasion by immigrants.
No, it's
something that
not.
already happened.
No.
It is more
Bro,
about,
I think people are disappearing
China.
off the street.
They are.
Listen what I'm saying. And ICE is just another form of it. And it's a slow burn of these people that are going missing. Just like, and it's been happening for like the past 3-4 years, probably longer. But it's when I started noticing.
A lot of it's part of Depop.
Yes, it is,
okay,
man.
If you look at Los Angeles.
Yeah.
All right, what happened with the fires?
Exactly. Fuck the fires. Not only fires. Remember all the homeless went missing?
Yes.
Right. Where'd they go? Like, I think they're snatching people up, bro. Am I right?
They are.
All right. I thought you called me crazy.
I don't have
evidence to back that up.
Official or anything like that.
Right.
But I can tell you, like, many times in sensitive conversations, I've been the only one sounding the alarm to people.
Yeah.
Because they're also focused on. There's a civil war that's been happening in all of our agencies, right? And we thought that by Kash Patel coming in, things were gonna happen like that. Let me tell you why Epstein's whole thing is taking so long.
Because of Mossad. Oh, because of...
That's not the only reason. No. I was surprised with it. Mm-hmm. But the first couple, okay, so they have to do all their due diligence of looking at all of the footage. Okay. All right. From every victim, every case, and stuff like that. Well, it turns out the first team of FBI special agents that were looking at all of that all had to go to therapy inpatient.
Just like Wiener laptop.
That's part of what
I believe it is. I think it's all interconnected, bro.
And there's so many victims, there's so many files,
bro. There's the global pedophile ring, right? Is redacted. So it's redacted for national security.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
you know why? These people are holding our country hostage.
Shit. Reasons for national security. Wait. So you think that's how they get power over the people, as unwillful submission to the puppet strings? That's how the reason why the puppet strings are because of shit like this.
So many layers.
It's multi-layered.
Yeah,
they got sail faces, fail safes.
Well, think about
that's crazy.
So I have.
That's crazy.
What's called a dead man switch.
You do?
I have several major journalists.
Okay. Oh, so if something happens to you, they dump the information.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to ask, how would you do this? Is this something you got to type in every fucking day?
No.
Every week you got to check in?
I put up some screenshots in a video, correspondence between me and Katie Hopkins. Katie Hopkins is one of the, probably the most read columnist in Great Britain. That is someone that could say what she's saying without going to prison.
Okay, I hear
just to establish.
Yeah.
And so I've been feeding her shit.
Oh, really? Think that's smart?
Yeah, because it's many of them.
Okay.
Not any one of these journalists is something on of any type of threat. But by letting people know through that one video that I put on LinkedIn, and something that's also surprising to me is I thought, the way that I carry myself and the content, especially I put on LinkedIn, is deliberately irreverent, disrespectful, and the people that are aligning with it, some of them just lurk on my profile and they take a while to reach out to me. And I've found out that a lot of these people that I was almost nervous about them being too official. I find out when bringing one onto the team to be because the way that his first words to me were the last words of one of my videos called, and I titled it "Top Secret Clearance Sale."
And someone just asked if you still hold clearance. That's funny you said that. Man. Someone in the chat. Yeah, I know you can't even say. He's not allowed to answer that shit. So take that answer for what it is.
Yeah, I went on LinkedIn. I told people, I was like, "Hey, look, dude, if you have a TSC, stop fucking broadcasting that shit."
Right.
And that got like 50,000 reactions. Hell quick, and I didn't realize that it was going to be so controversial amongst a bunch of fucking retards. And the way that I speak like that irreverently to people that have these titles that all of us are like, I guess, programmed to revere.
Yeah, facts. Absolutely. Right? Absolutely. Part of the worship.
Turns out these individuals revere the little Frankenstein group that we put together, which is insane. But it's also an indication to me that this is something that God, the universe, wants me to do.
Yeah, facts.
Because nobody else would be doing this. I guarantee there's not a single person.
You also got to look at it from this aspect.
Shit on Andrew Bustamante.
You got to look at it from this aspect, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen to an effect. But do you think it's a coincidence that the planet, right, in a aspect of consciousness, has woken up literally on the precipice of transhumanism? Think that's a coincidence? That's the balance. That's the battling. Now the people, the chosen ones are going to rise, and then you're still going to have the people that go through the augmentation.
I think there's always been a minority of the.
Yes, there has, but it's people are waking up now, though. I hear they are. They're in abundance. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I come across them in my day-to-day life.
So.
If you talk
spiritually awakening,
yes, they are waking the fuck up to the deception of religion, everything. Like even politics. If you're seeing politics, you're waking up.
Even
yes, like because if you're a person that still argues about politics, get out my chat,
dude. It is insane.
Get the fuck out my chat.
My ex-girlfriend. And I was trying to explain, like, no, you are playing in the game, and she still falls back to like labels and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Listen.
Another thing,
the left and right are laughing at you.
Yeah, brother, come on, we're
pro
killing ourselves
and making everybody. Oh,
it's
dude,
pro wrestling. It is pro wrestling.
They want people to kill themselves. They're promoting euthanasia. They're creating the traumas and the depression. To subject people
school shootings
to euthanasia. All of that, half of that's I'm pretty sure that almost all of that is orchestrated.
Yeah,
these kids are being manipulated. It's all being glorified.
They're all on Prozac and Xanax and shit.
Yeah,
you know what
dude,
I mean?
Xanax 52 years, violent.
Bro. I showed a video on that, and they banned it already because they were showing how the correlation of 52 years of school shootings that all these people are on antipsychotic medication. Yeah, antidepressant medication, anxiety medication. Like, it's
crazy. You have combat experience. What they'll do is they'll put you in line.
Yeah, that's why the holistic people are trying to push for shrooms.
Oh, dude, yeah, I got my permit for shrooms. My defense contractor is about to launch a huge program for implementing psilocybin for
recovery and
training,
PTSD.
Tapping into all kinds of abilities. I'll talk to you about this.
Yeah. Hey, yo, you want to hear what the top 5 songs of this summer are?
What?
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Hey, yo, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, so
bro.
we're becoming Nazis, right?
Bro, like, and you know, I feel vindicated to a certain degree because I've been talking my shit for the longest about this shit. literally verbatim, and it's shit's starting to play out. Let me tell you,
Materialize.
I love the fact that I was kind of spot on, but I hate the fact that I was kind of spot on. You know what I'm saying? Who the
Yes, I
fuck
know.
wants to be right? That's not even like, yeah, I told y'all. Shut your
Those are
dumb
the
ass up.
dangerous aspects of the truthers that are infiltrated in without realizing it. Because all they care about is being right.
Yeah,
and
it's
letting
not even
you
about
know.
that. See, and that's the
It's
wrong
not.
intention.
That's
It's about learning
they-
to figure out what I could be still wrong, but my perspective of what I think the events or anything or the direction we're heading has always transitioned and morphed further into or a bigger expanding thing. You know what I mean? Always. I'm never concrete in one way of thinking. You can't. 'Cause
Nobody can be.
You can't.
And if you are settled in a way where you could never change your mind, you forfeited
yeah, nah.
the idea
that's bot
of
life.
changing your mind.
No, I haven't afforded. No, I'm open.
That's
I'm open.
The other people. I know you're one of the only
I'm open. I can be
reasons
wrong.
why this fucking
Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm cool with
movement-
being wrong.
yes, because you have humility.
Yeah. I'm cool with being
All
wrong.
right.
That's all right.
The lack of humility is what is being infiltrated in.
Yeah. I'm not trying to fool nobody.
Oh, dude.
That's the
You
thing.
hear about these people?
You know what I mean? So I don't have to worry about my image. I'm not trying to fucking play you.
But think about the people that are so concerned with being right that they will make up conspiracy theories to justify and
Beauty
fit
mark,
their
bro.
own worldview.
Beauty
That's
mark,
exactly
bro.
what I was talking about.
He's one of those. He's doing it for the button. Like listen, a dude. That's why. There's
He
a guy.
embarrasses me, dog.
You know the guy who just ran over the cop for killing his son, but it wasn't that cop.
Yeah.
The cops killed his son, so he went and hit the next nearest cop. Well, a black guy was sitting here and made
next
this.
year's cop.
People are making
Colonel
content
Passion.
on this just with the craziest, outlandish ass types of views on this situation just to get a like button. So they're saying, nah, man, y'all stand up for a man who does this. You stand up for this is what y'all represent. Like, what type of energy is that? Yeah, I represent that. Listen, what would you do if a cop killed your son? You gonna go say it's okay, sir? You got that?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my face.
It has been so long
I would have did the
since I
same
have
shit,
met
man.
a law enforcement professional that had the honor and integrity to admit that they were not the law.
Right.
That their obligation and duty is only to obey the law in order to enforce it. They do not understand that concept. And it's because they're being discouraged from doing
I
that.
think the wrong types. They want the wrong types of people to become cops.
Exactly.
Yeah,
These people won't make it through a recruiter's office.
Yeah, that civil
They won't
service
pass the
test.
psyche val.
Yeah, man, that civil service test is designed to target the stupid ass people.
Narcissistic personality
No,
disorder.
yes, it is. They target them, bro. Those are
Antisocial personality disorder.
Facts.
Because they want henchmen.
yes, they want people they can control off of orders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That not give a fuck about anything. And part of their power is letting the rock loose.
Do you think the police will be militarized?
They already are.
No, you know what they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'll give you that.
They don't have the capabilities of being militarized in a way that can actually enforce martial law.
What, through tech? You mean because of tech? Because the tech they sustain?
It's for a multitude of things.
Do you think our own military would ever shoot against us?
No, even
I don't.
though they're
I'm
being
glad
ordered
you
to,
said that. I'm glad you said that. I don't think they would either, because Americans will not kill Americans. I think
they won't.
Those are the most
why
patriotic people that stand for what's right.
That's why they've been offering all kinds of loot to fucking people who aren't from here.
Right.
To join the UN security force.
Also to join our military.
Which but they're not successful with that.
Yeah.
So what
They're trying to.
Facebook has been doing
that
is
makes
allowing
sense
the
what you're
United
saying,
Nations, because that's what's going on. Facebook is allowing
that's no different than the IDF.
or promoting the United Nations security force. No, they've never had a security force. It's always been done by an assigned nation, but they are hiring these people from the United States to work where? Now, when I took a screenshot of that, and used it as my green screen background
Yeah.
on a TikTok. And I said, hey, I want you guys to pay attention to who's posting this. Banned.
That's crazy work, bro.
So that is something that needs to be noted.
Yeah. But
If the UN is hiring people for jobs that require using guns on the American public,
yeah. Because our military
And
won't
me-
do it. That's perfect.
our military
sense.
won't do it.
That makes perfect
But-
sense.
what is relieving though is if this predicament were to happen, they would have to try to keep it isolated the same way fucking
You
FEMA
mean like
did in
some
North
Red Dawn,
Carolina.
like some Red Dawn. Yo, hey, can you speculate that was the hurricane was the backdrop or the excuse for the reason why the dams exploded?
I think it was all coordinated. And it was just a
Yes,
smoke
that's
screen that-
bro. I think this. Yeah, they used.
same thing with the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, yes. You know what's crazy about that whole Asheville situation?
Shit.
2 years prior, the company that was for the uranium that's around there walked around and offered to buy everyone's homes, and nobody would sell. And they then went back the next year. They all said no. They said, "Okay, motherfucker, you want to say
Haven't
no?"
they watched an Adam
Hurricane!
Sandler movie?
That's fucking crazy. That's
You know, dude, if your neighborhood refuses to sell, you're signing a death warrant.
yeah, that's all they did, bro. That's exactly what happened. Shout out to
It
the
is.
28 people here. I love y'all.
How much, like, we lost Afghanistan that way we did because it was deliberate.
I mean,
To
we were there
cover
for
up two
Israel.
things.
Israel.
Well, no, it was,
Bro.
Israel didn't have much to do with why we
Bro.
did this because we were giving China all the mining rights
hear
to
what
the
you're-
lithium
Yes.
and
It was all
to
for
maintain
destabilization. It had nothing to do with money.
heroin.
That too, yes. But the reason we went to Iran, the reason why we went to Kuwait, the reason we went
No, we didn't go to Iran yet.
not yet,
yeah.
not Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Kuwait, Libya, Yemen, Syria.
operated in all
that
those
all happened
countries.
around fucking where? That travel route,
I
all
know.
to destabilize them.
Yes. And for the most part, on behalf of, in my
And for some
personal,
opiate-
professional
Right, my
understanding,
professional
it
perspective.
wasn't in our interest.
No, it wasn't.
see,
No
for Arab
shit. That's why
Spring,
I'm agreeing with you.
I didn't know that. Okay, so my objective was to facilitate an effective coup d'etat, as in an overthrow, make it
That's-
organic.
Why do y'all say
using
that?
Facebook.
It's just an
That's the
overthrow of
French
government,
term.
right? A coup.
Yes.
A coup d'etat. It's a French
Coup
term to
d'etat.
say fucking throw over government.
Yeah.
It's to sound espionagistic.
Maybe.
Espionagistic.
I think we're the only people that, well, I mean, the Soviet Union and Russia is pretty good at it. China isn't too fluent with that.
Yeah.
They're trying to copy the way that we hold countries ransom against themselves.
Right. Well, through
El
the
Salvador.
IMF and BIS, that's how they do that now. You brought up
Which
the El
is
Salvador
why they-
situation? You know about the El
Which is why they
Salvador
don't
situation?
like El Salvador.
Well, why? Listen, the reason they don't like El Salvador is because El Salvador.
Bitcoin, they paid off their debt.
But they got fucked because listen, El Salvador got fucked in the beginning because this was back in the 2021 bull cycle, right? I remember this because I watched it happen in real time. You know what I mean? El Salvador makes Bitcoin legal tender, right? After taking a fucking something $1 billion loan out from the IMF. So at the time, Bitcoin was like 60,000. 59,000, I'm sorry, right?
50, yeah,
It was
I
like
remember
55,
that
59,000, right? And I think, what was the peak? 65, 69, something like that?
At that time, I think
That shit went
59
down-
was the peak back
Yeah,
then. Yeah.
nah, I think it was a little bit more. You might be right, though. That shit, as soon as they made Bitcoin legal tender and they were able to maybe pull a fast one, because it was early still in the bull market. Real early. And then all of a sudden, that head and shoulders pattern popped the fuck up. And then, boo, tanked all the way down like to 14K. You know how much money they lost? You had to
So
wait 4
manipulated.
years. They lost so much money because that shit got interest over interest. Bro, El Salvador got fucked in that. They got owned. They're owned right now. That's why, though, the IMF, Christina Georgieva chairman, that's why they don't like them, because they knew they tried. That was like the the precedence on how to get them. They exposed it. Now, say for instance, you would have bought Bitcoin at $30,000 and took a loan from the IMF, right? You'd be good right now. Double your money and they won't own you. I remember that. That market tanked. That showed you that all these markets are fixed, though. The second
Everything's fixed.
The second they made Bitcoin legal tender, it was like 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. It dropped 50%. Bro, so say
we have to keep in mind that, dude, the Bitcoin has always
Dylan
been
remembers it. Yep.
a weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a weapon. It was imposed.
Yo, I gotta make that a button. Hell Hitler.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Person to legitimize it into the mainstream.
Listen, no. This was methodical. Let me tell you what he's doing right now. This already got banned from every platform, right? This is what Kanye is showing the people.
Funneling it to his stream.
Nah, it has nothing to do with that. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying real quick, right? If motherfucker right here, and he's using Hail Hitler as a metaphor. He's not talking about actual Hitler. He's saying if I don't get my numbers, I'm going to come out for like Hail Hitler. That's all. He has nothing to do with fucking actually Jewish people. It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I know.
It's a metaphor.
It's nothing to do with that.
But it's listen, hold on. It's a let me say this. If he made a song right now about killing his own people, selling drugs to his own people, you know what I'm saying?
Perfectly fine.
It wouldn't get banned. He could talk about he can push sexism to children, all this shit, right? But let him talk about a metaphor, just a metaphor, not even actually unaliving them. But you could talk about shooting your brothers, killing them, fuck pigs. You can say all that, but you can't use Hail Hitler in a metaphor. You can't metaphorize Hail Hitler. That's what he's showing everybody. Free speech ain't free speech.
No.
It's not, because if there's consequences to free speech, right? If there's consequences that tie to your free speech, then your free speech ain't free speech. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, but can you what's
social consequences?
Right,
different.
It's not free speech. Listen, everyone.
But when the institutions are doing it, and it's not the government, it's the same thing as the government.
Yeah, this is why you're seeing racism. You're seeing hella racism. You know what? We should have no borders on racism. Right now, racism has borders. What do I mean by borders? This is what is keeping us into racism. The N-word is a border. If they got rid of that shit, not rid of it, but if everyone just said it and it was nonchalant, used like black people used, and it was
take the power away.
Take the negative power away. Why you think a black person said red-haired gingers are black? That is a unification of the people. That was a tactic. Whoever did that, kudos.
They're not allowed. Gingers aren't allowed to donate sperm.
Wow, I think I did hear that.
My boy's a ginger, and
why,
dude? I couldn't.
They're special.
No one wants it.
I got red beard hair. I got ginger in me a little bit. My dick is ginger. Ginger snap, bitch. But yeah, man. Yeah. We got the borders that keep racism alive.
It is. And you know what I noticed?
Ninjas won. Okay. It's the dumbest shit ever.
People guarding that border,
dumb as hell,
are white bitches.
Yes.
And male white bitches.
White people
because
right.
When I'm in the hood,
yep.
All right, now I got expelled. I've been all over the place, whatever. The only people that
I've been saying niggas since I've been
allowing people that they don't even have to adopt. All right.
No, it's culture. It's not a color thing. It's not a color thing. It's culture.
I never hear a complaint come from black people. The only militant black kids I've ever met were the ones that grew up around no black people.
Yeah.
They're the kinds that I'm embarrassed to take around black friends.
Do I sound black? Do I sound like I'm from New York?
You sound like you're from the Upper East Coast, north of New England.
North of New England. Nah, I don't sound like my shit ain't that bad.
You ain't from. It ain't that bad, but
it ain't that. But it's culture. I don't come off. You would say no. You talk black. What the fuck is? It's culture. It's
no
my
one
hood.
says that.
No, I don't. Yeah, except for white, but right, you're talking black. So what's talking white? And this is their retort every time. What's talking white? Proper English. Shut the fuck up.
So
it's poor versus rich. Facts.
I got elected to student council because I don't know. Like, let me tell you, I didn't even know I was running for that
I'm sorry,
shit. There was
guys.
this black militant girl. Her name was Laurentia Walker.
Spit it.
Her last name was Walker. And she had the whole school push her around in a little wheelchair. And, the bitch could walk.
Oh, she was entitled.
Right? Exactly. So when she's running against me for student council, I'm all blazed and shit. I don't even realize, like, I'm in front of the school doing this. She gives her speech. And in her speech, she's calling me a white elitist, all this shit. Because she didn't get into the college my dad went to.
Bro, she was
as
using dirt like politics.
Dude, all I said was, hey, y'all know this bitch can walk, right? And I won. I had my ear pulled off the podium, like literally child abuse. They grabbed my ear and pulled me off the podium.
Hold on. All right. I didn't mean to do that. What the fuck?
Are you drinking some helium?
Hey, yo.
What the fuck?
Nah, I didn't do that. What the hell? Hey, yo, that's crazy work, bruh.
Hey, we need to rent some midgets. Hey, there's some discrimination there. I had a homie that, like, got midget escorts.
Yeah.
And, like, threw them around and stuff.
Oh, that's crazy work.
And no one thought that was, abusive or anything. We were all like, hey. No one thought this guy's a creeper. We're just like, this dude's a boss. He rented some dwarfs. I'm sorry, man.
You're making me laugh. Shut up.
How are you doing it?
I sound like I got a big dick. Your mom.
That's crazy work.
Welcome to the Toxic Reality.
Hey, how?
When I leave, come together like butt cheeks.
That's crazy. I didn't even know I could do that. Now I know. Now I'm gonna fuck around with the fuck around. You heard?
This
We
part
should
right
make some
here,
AI cartoons.
nigga. This part right here, nigga.
Cat Williams. He's got a midget voice.
Yeah, he crazy work, bro. He's crazy. But yeah, but like I said, it's culture, bro.
I like him.
Let's have fun, guys. I can't wait to see y'all, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for time to be there. Listen, on the way to the place, I'm gonna go get my feet done. I'm gonna go get my balls shaved. I'm gonna go get my back shaved. I'm gonna cut off my hair. I'm gonna cut my
new
beard.
kind of barber.
I'm gonna go on a spiritual journey. A new kind of barber. You know you're supposed to grow out your hair, bro. It's your antenna. Why do you think I grow my hair? That's why hippies go. That's why people. That's why spiritually awake. Yeah, your hair is an antenna, bro. That's how you connect to the ether.
What? You know why
when
I gotta shave every day?
To the ether.
Because
no,
if I
your
don't,
face, not your face.
I get this Fu Manchu shit. I look like a little Mexican girl on steroids.
You look like the stereotype. You like, I will kill you.
Hello.
yeah. Hello. Yo, well, I have a question. Why is Chinese soft as hell, but when you hear someone speak Japanese, it's super aggressive? Like Chinese be like, Japanese be like,
That's like the Asian side of my family. It's like, you didn't go to the medical school.
You look like your Asian side does look like it's Filipino. Or yeah, absolutely. Korean. Yeah, I would say Korean or Filipino. That's right now. Or
Filipinos
Indonesian.
to me is the Mexicans of Asia.
Listen, if any of y'all ever go to Thailand and you're a virgin, they will take advantage of you. Cause you know what's crazy in Thailand? Go to the nightlife. Go to the nightlife in Thailand. Them girls will come right up to you, walk right up to your face, and grab your dick, right in here, while looking you in the face. Yo, am I lying, bro? I was told this by a 77-year-old man who visits there frequently.
That's called sex tourism.
No shit. It's the Pate girls, the Pate girls, P-A-T-A.
Do you like man, boy?
P-A-T-A-Y girls. Go ahead, search it up on Instagram.
I got P9.
Yeah, I love you long time. You remember from Vietnam, the fucking Full Metal Jacket?
Full Metal
I love you long time. I don't know what you've been told, but Eskimo pussy is
pretty cool. We actually did that as a real cadence.
Nah, they girls, bro.
I want to be a Power Ranger. I want to save the world from danger.
What?
Oh. Hey, I sound sexy as hell. Hey, yo, I can start talking to people on the phone like this. I can sound
Hey, we should
ratchet.
call 911 and call these people like that, man.
Hey, bro.
Hey, what's up, girl?
You gotta hear my new
You the finest thing I've seen all day.
Yo, you gotta hear my new anthem though, dog. New anthem.
Oh, God.
They don't understand the things I say on Twitter.
Hey, yo. I wish, yo, you know how Twitter is out of pocket, right? There's this racist guy who dresses like a monkey with a digital face. Like the dude I made.
I already don't like him.
You know
Use
what?
that
Yo,
as
he's
a-
funny as hell, bro. I'm sorry, but I watch his content. It's only on Twitter where he be talking to little kids crazy. Like, yo, you can really do whatever you want. Put this way, if I went on Twitter right now, as soon as that page went up, community guideline.
No, Twitter lets us get away with
Community
whatever.
guideline, bro.
I got a Twitter.
I delete that shit.
Dude, dude, as soon as I open my profile,
Twitter's
I got
wild.
mad weird celebrities following me. Like
What?
Joe Exotic is like sharing
What?
weird stuff about it.
Ain't he locked
John
up?
Cena.
Ain't he locked
Yeah,
up?
he's trying to get out of. He's like linking things to my shit.
I thought Trump was
He's
supposed to
like,
get him
let
out.
me out.
Let me out. Touch it.
Really?
Really? You boy, you got the gene in you? Let's see. Videos, right? Let's see if we. I know. Right here. Look at this guy. This wonderful man, right? You'll see.
Right now?
Are you Tammy Cohen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Tim.
Just introduce yourself.
Oh, okay, sorry. My name is Timmy Cohen. My address is 209 Clemens Court, Orlando, Florida. I'm sorry, I'm very nervous. Give me 1 second here. I have to go to my notes. My name is Tammy Cohen. I'm an LGBTQ civil rights activist, along with Black Lives Matter activists. I'm a third-generation Holocaust survivor.
Hold on. Listen. This guy is a full-blown racist.
I like him.
So he went up to. He is full-blown racist. Hates the J words. Hates everybody. But white power.
Oh, equal opportunity, big.
Yeah. He doesn't matter. You're not white. You're not right. Listen, but bro, just listen to the things he's saying. So he's going up there. He hates homosexuals. He hates everything like that. He's going up there portraying as a homosexual Jew right now, and he hates them. So this is
He looks
brilliant.
like one.
A great-grandmother was Irene Zisblatt. She wrote a New York Times bestseller called Diamonds in the Fecal Matter. Anti-Semitism is an all-time high with wild Jewish conspiracy theories about the Jewish people. And there is an anti-Semitic website that is being spread around all over the state of Florida, as you guys know. This is some of the conspiracy theories that they're accusing the Jewish people of, which is COVID, Jews controlling all of the media, 6 Jewish corporations owning all the media, okay? 80% of Joe Biden's cabinet being Jewish, okay? And these flyers are very hard to see because when you are on the news, when you look at them on the news agencies actually blur these out, so they can't. So I was looking into this stuff, and I just went to the website and downloaded these. So white supremacists are blaming Jews for mass migration. They're saying there's 30 Jewish NGO groups. They're blaming Jews for slavery. They're blaming Jews for gun control. They're blaming Jews for Trump, all of his donors being Jewish. Okay. They're also blaming Jews for pornography and hookup culture. Okay, all of this. So these conspiracy theories are just running wild. I mean, LGBTQ movement. I mean, we're getting blamed for every freaking thing in the world here. Abortion, Disney, child grooming. So although all of the executives are Jewish at Disney, and it's stated here, I think that I can come up with a solution, and instead of demonizing people, for this hatred, I think that the solution is me being a Jewish person, that we should just come clean and just talk about like the involvement, like all of the names here, like the news is calling it hateful. They're calling it bigoted. They're calling it anti-Semitic. But all of these names are factual.
Right.
So we can either make anti-Semitism punishable by death like we did in the USSR, okay? Or we could take away free speech, or we can just talk about the facts, okay? I'm Jewish. our people are controlling all of America. Okay? So I want to stop anti-Semitism by being honest. And that's all I have. Thank you.
That is so, yo. Listen,
Okay,
the way he did that, though, brilliant. 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 Because he didn't lie. He didn't go up there spitting no hate. How he infiltrated. He was a walking psyop.
Yeah.
Right? He did a psyop on the country. Right to their face. Pushed his own propaganda. That's what it was.
Propaganda.
But his propaganda based behind facts. Isn't it crazy how their propaganda is based behind lies and our propaganda is based behind cold hard facts? You guys
That's not even propaganda.
That is
Propaganda implies lies.
That's propaganda to him. Oh, you're right. It's not propaganda. I hear what you're saying. But
It's awareness.
Yes, it is, but it isn't because it's truth. You can't propagandize truth. It's true. It stands alone. I hear
What's
you're
crazy
saying.
is in Nazi Germany,
Yeah.
they had a minister of propaganda, Joseph Goebbels.
Was it
That was his
Bolsheviks?
title, Minister of Propaganda, National Socialist Nazi Party.
Okay.
Now, Obama would directly quote him by saying, if you've got nothing to hide, then you've got nothing to fear.
Right.
And it gets darker. Now, the last administration legalized the use of lies to propagandize the public, the American public. There's so many things lining up with Nazi Germany.
You mean that's lining up now? Yo, what you know anything about Bill Gates donating $200 billion?
Okay, when people donate like that,
Crash
they're doing it to their own nonprofits.
Okay, so it's cap. It's just a headline.
It's
Whoa,
hold
on. He said he was donating off of. This was his reasoning, and this is what his words. No, fuck that. We have the screen right here. I want you to explain this because he said he's donating all his nonprofits. So why would he be donating all his nonprofits into a nonprofit?
The consolidation of those
I know that.
tax write-offs.
So he's not giving it to no one. Listen,
the same kind of scheme that Susan G. Komen does.
Yeah, I know about that. Life insurance policies, full term.
Well, no.
Borrow
with
against
Susan
it
G.
when it does
Komen,
stuff.
their entire charitable purpose for those donations isn't breast cancer research or treatment. It's breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, that's a scam.
So their charitable cause goes to the marketing
like $200
for their
billion.
awareness.
Look at this shit. Go ahead.
And they're partnered with Yoplait yogurt, which increases the chances of mortality from breast cancer by over 50%.
Not funny, but you know what I'm laughing at. It's just
look
at this. Bill Gates has announced he will donate approximately $200 billion or virtually all his remaining wealth to the Gates Foundation over the next 20 years. Just said it. To the Gates Foundation. Yeah. This includes a pledge to give away 99% of his remaining fortune with the foundation set to close permanently in 2045. The foundation will continue to focus on
with his name on it.
He's not doing it. Suck my lord.
It's right to our faces.
Yeah.
So I'm donating it. That's like me saying,
That's fake
I'm going to
news.
donate the proceeds of this
Fake
to the
news.
Thomas Coleman Fund.
That's why we look up in real time. I don't like to spread misinformation. I like to have some facts, figures, and numbers. If I never go look something up, it's because I already know. You know?
Yeah.
But I also like to present it to people. So if we're going to talk with something, let's look at it. This is what Joe Rogan does. You know, if I ever see
everybody with
what you should do, right? Everyone with credibility should exactly. You know, some things have theories though, but you show evidence to support those theories.
We dissect those theories.
Yes,
you know?
we consolidate thoughts.
We dissect theories here.
I can't wait to trip with you. We're gonna have a little conversation where we're tripping, because I'm gonna try to when we're tripping. I'm gonna try to have an hour with everybody.
We're gonna have several conversations.
Yes, but I'm talking about the trip
inside of one conversation.
Right.
And then
we're gonna be in a group and everything, but like start like I'm gonna go talk to Amber on a one-on-one at one point. I'm gonna go talk to fucking you on a one-on-one at one point. Dylan, I will have I will have an hour with Dylan.
I'm gonna talk to Amber one-on-one, and then I'm gonna talk to you one-on-one, and make sure your exit plan is okay.
Yeah, right. I need to know your 5-year plan. Nah, but on some real shit, like Dylan, especially Dylan, I want to have a sort of conversation. I want an hour with him at some point. You know.
You talk to Dylan
Jarvis? No. Dylan, that's in my chat. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, he might be. He's getting an emerging new famous singer. He just got another contract to do a movie soundtrack and shit. Well, he's one of your followers.
No.
He's a really cool dude. And he lives in Nashville.
Dylan Label. This guy lives in Michigan. I know. I wonder what he sounded like when he was 21. Yeah. But man, I can't wait to trip, bro. Yeah. That's Boogie would be one I would want to have a conversation with too. You know what I mean? I wish Happy Ellie was there. You know, I might get.
We should
just all get butt naked
things
and
to execute before we so that we launch things.
Bro, we should just get naked and because you think about what I'm saying for a second. We wouldn't want to fuck or nothing because you're tripping. You're high vibes. Sex is like the last thing. You're death to ego. Everyone would be. Listen, you know how insecurity keeps you from doing something? I'm gonna say that to people. Tell me the truth. Would you have a problem, an insecurity of getting naked? Not saying that we will, but you're gonna feel the perspective. You're gonna go, no, I don't. And I'm gonna go, it's because you have no ego when you trip. Tripping. It's because your ego's gone. That whole protection thing is not there no more. You're out of reality. You're in another dimension, bro. Your ego can't even operate there.
That sounds tripping. My boy's older brother comes in the living room and he goes, "Hey yo, can I get naked right now, y'all?"
Patrick, I want to have a conversation with too.
All right. Dudes walking around naked.
Yeah, listen, I've done it.
Just had to tell them don't go outside.
I've done it with people before in groups too. No fucking, just chilling.
Well, there's
didn't give a fuck.
A nudist colony right over there from here.
Was that what the fuck you just said?
A nudist colony, like
no, I'm not into nothing like that. I'm talking about for spiritual reasons. And I don't like no sex shit. And I don't know like fucking.
No, I don't know if they're all like that.
Nah.
I think this is just like a retirement. Well,
there's certain. Well, in Florida they have that, but there's certain poetic groups that are into that whole spirituality or whatever. They'll do this sober, where they'll all lay together in a group, all butt naked, and lay there for like an hour or two. To see
that
how
sounds
long.
Like an ayahuasca trip. Well, that's when you get back to the shamanistic tribal.
It's when they're sober though. They fight the carnal instinct. You know what I mean? Like you not like for instance, I said this before we went on stream. We do a lot of things in actions that aren't us. Like you having to wake up and piss, you having the urge to have sex isn't you, it's your body. So think about how much we operate on our.
Saved my life for making that post enough fucking like fucking. Oh, what did I just do?
Like I said, remember I said this conversation can go over people's heads. You're one of them. I can tell how spiritually woke you are. You're informationally woke. You need to get on that meditation.
I'm just trying to joke.
Nah, you don't joke about that when I'm making a point. Don't hurt my feelings.
The understanding of the nudity is about for me a tribal experience. All right, not like in Naked and Afraid, but like last time I did that, it was with shaman.
Okay, yeah.
My ex and like a group of people, and I was I was sober for a little bit, but like the rest of it was on San Pedro.
Yeah. It's that first perspective presence feeling. Like, you know, when Adam and Eve first came in the garden, they were naked, right?
Yes, before their egos came in.
Right. Exactly. And then they knew. That's why I tested that if it was true, and it was. That's how I knew I was lack of their ego. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, I'm operating off of me, just me. And for y'all that night, you will be your pure self, and some of y'all won't be able to communicate how you're feeling. Because there's times I can speak sometimes for as dumb and stupid as I am, I can speak eloquently and concise. You know what I mean? Use words, I know what they mean. But when I'm tripping, I can't sometimes put sentences together. But you'll know what I'm saying. It's some weird shit.
Well, there's a transmission, but
it's
you
bro.
practice the articulation.
Yeah.
Here's something. Next time you're tripping on some shrooms, read something very deep out loud to a room alone as if you're giving a lecture on what you're reading, like a new subject or something, right? The articulation, the rawness, it starts to become like a fluent language.
The vernacular.
Yeah, there's a vernacular to it. Like there's a spiritual vernacular when you have no inhibitions.
Right. That's the key. To be present. It's presence. That's what it is.
My first experience like that, I was I was still a teenager, and it was back when ecstasy was the thing.
Love MDMA. Love it. It's a fuck drug.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
These were blue ladies from Bad Boys 2.
If I took an E-pill, I would be Kim Kardashian's best dick she ever had. I'm keeping it real.
You have been deprived.
I'm keeping it
you
real.
Sound like
Anyone.
A nun.
Yeah. I haven't had sex in a while. I haven't busted a nut in a while, bro. I need to feel a mouth. But that's a good thing. I've learned a lot.
Like
I've learned a lot though,
but there's
bro.
Something
From
that
it.
Gandhi
I'm not gonna lie
about that form of abstinence.
Yeah, bro.
Now
the realizations I've had because of it, bro.
You know what the 33rd degree philosophy on withholding withholding?
Tell me.
Your sexual energy.
Expand. Yeah, because I
the
jerk
idea
off less
is
all
that
that.
it's supposed to increase your intellect.
I'm telling you, I've learned some things. Yeah, bro. Semen retention. Also, meditation is key. Which I need to do. I showed a video yesterday about how meditation can make you grow brain cells. Literally.
It can.
Yes, it can. Bro, I can
look into it's a mix between astral travel and tantric exercise.
What is that? Tantric? Listen, you know what's crazy? They used to teach tantric shit, it's tantric sex and all that, and it got wiped off. You know why they took it out? Is because they wanted the focus to be on sex and not intimacy. They stole the intimacy away from people. That's why you go try to fuck a girl right now. All she views it as the world shows of sex.
What she saw on porn.
Right. Nah, fuck that. I want to make love, bro. I've had such an earning, and like, listen, if I'm fucking a girl, we're vibing. After the second, third time, I'm like, listen, we're making love tonight, and it's not going to just be fucking, but we're going to get to know each other. Yeah, we're gonna be naked all night, chilling, talking, fucking, chilling, talking. Yeah, bro.
Between a naturally monogamous species,
it's different.
Where the end result is a human being with its very own soul, a genetic combination of the two. And what this matrix is hell bent on doing is taking all meaning out of the sanctity of sex.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you only realize is we create a light when that happens.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's a vibration. Yes.
As soon as the sperm hits the egg, there is a reaction with the zinc that causes a flash of light.
Yeah.
And that is the light of life.
We're gods, bro. We can take and create life. We're gods. We can take and create life. Think about that.
All of us are.
We are gods. Yeah. Yes. We're all. Listen, I'm a firm believer of the law of one. The more I look into it, the more I find it rings true. We're all the same person. You know what I mean? Just living different perspectives. Our motion of time is us probably like right now, you know, when we come back, you're just jumping in another body in the same timeline, I think. I'm at that point of thinking. And that's why they keep resetting shit. Because we just keep coming back. And we're switching bodies. It's the only thing that makes sense. You know what I mean?
I believe that is
from the fourth dimension perspective.
Hell
you know what I mean?
In my personal belief,
right.
that is the hell that Christ.
Yes. I'm ready to restart.
Like the way that all black magic requires a blood sacrifice.
Facts. So does Christianity.
Yes,
talk.
That's what Christ was. He was the Lamb of God, a sacrifice to Baal. That's why we don't need it. So the Creator honored the agreement with the God of this realm. And we could get trapped in this reincarnation loop. And the reason why I believe in that reincarnation loop is just because of my own personal experiences and intuition. In that when I was 4 years old, I was having the kids in the neighborhood fall in, line up, and between 4 and 5, I was marching them around.
Also, now, I can hear you because the speakers are on. So
yeah, so I was marching kids around between the ages of 4 and 5. My parents kept on film, but like no one taught me how to march. No one taught me how to fall in people and treat them as a unit as a toddler. And then when I was 6 years old, check this out. So this is the first vivid, like sort of a nightmare that I had. In my dream, I was wearing a beret. I was talking to a news reporter in front of the rubble of, an obvious like war zone of the city. And I'm pulling the rubble and I see my little brother under the rubble with half of his dome gone. Well,
Wow.
part of his dome gone.
This was a dream?
Now, I remember that I was 6.
Wow. That was a past life.
Well, this is a real image of my little brother, but the
Okay.
experiences had to have been from a past life.
Mhm.
And so when I was with that Dr. Anton Chevalier, that White House doctor, he was trying to take us all through these past life regressions and shit. I didn't take any of that shit seriously at first.
Bro, that shit is. There's kids coming back
And,
right now that are remembering shit that happened at Twin Towers.
Yeah.
And I believe that's just part of spiritual awakening. And I want to remember.
I don't know. Maybe I think that stuff has been happening, you know?
It has. It's just that, again,
But there's more and more of
that.
us that identify as star seeds in the same way for
Right,
the same
right.
reasons.
Right. Past life regression, PLR, is a form of hypnotherapy that aims to access to explore memories and experiences from previous lives. It's based on the belief in reincarnation, where the soul continues after death and is reborn in another life. PLR can be used to gain insights into current life challenges, release emotional blocks, and understand patterns that may have originated in past lives. I 1,000% believe that. Hypnotism, I believe you can. They say only 1% of the planet actually works on, but some of y'all feel like it. I want to get hypnotized. I don't really believe in hypnotism, but
I wanted to, like, I tried hypnotherapy.
Is
but,
that a
like,
form of MK
apparently,
Ultra?
Like, my players.
Is that a form of MK Ultra? I mean, is it no?
Not.
Why not?
In the way, not in the way that I was.
Right.
pursuing
Not
it.
the but it is. It's all in the same.
Well, yeah, hypnosis is used.
Yes. Yes.
Hypnosis is used in so many things.
Right. Right.
But I guess that I wasn't, or maybe they were lying to me, but they told me that it's not working. They asked me if I was on drugs, like blah 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 blah.
I hate that shit. Just
Like,
I'm on drugs, but it doesn't delegitimize what I'm talking about. Drugs or
think
no
that's
drugs,
weird.
it's still the same shit. What's that got to do with what the, you know what I mean? I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I actually trust people. If you never done a drug, I don't trust you. Right? I'm going to be real. If you've never touched a drug, I don't trust you. No.
my Mormon bishop says I can have coffee.
You're the type of person to snitch. You're the type of person to Karen. You're the type of person to be
Karen.
Yes, you I don't want
That's a verb
nothing.
now.
You need You need to sniff a line of coke in front of me right now. As your first drug, just to be
I don't
cool.
like to come down.
I hate
love the taste of
coke
it.
sucks.
but,
I'll
like,
smoke it before I
It
sniff
is.
it.
I don't like it.
I smoke some
don't like
rocks.
it. I love it, but I don't like it. I mean,
But
you
nah,
hit a rock,
I'm
then you
serious.
hit,
Hit a
clear
rock,
right after
hit a
that.
meth, whatever.
No, you know, one after the other, and then
Yeah.
you don't come down.
And then be this strong.
How do you know these things?
Because I've
CIA
done
has
every
been a crack.
drug, bro. I've done them. Listen, I won't trust you if you've never done a drug, though. Big facts, right, Wheelchair? That's because you got to be careful. Listen, when it comes to associations, if you're awakened, listen to this and listen to this well. And I know Tommy's going to confirm this. When it comes to associations in the near distant future, be careful of people that are not of your vibration because they will step on you to get an advantage, even on the
Dude.
possibility of an advantage or some per diem. You know what I mean?
One of the newest members of my team,
Yeah.
the way that he approached me, the
Hmm.
first message he ever sent me were the last line, the last things I said in the last video I posted on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
I can't roll blunts good.
What?
National Security Advisor.
That's
Hey,
an infiltration.
National Security Advisor.
Infiltration. Infiltration. Man, I sold the judges.
Nah.
I sold perk 30s to judges, so nothing surprises me. Nothing.
You shouldn't.
It's nothing.
I
When
get those for
when
like
you sell
38
drugs,
cents.
you'd be surprised who buys drugs. Let me say that.
I'm
When you
not
sell
surprised.
drugs, you see the world. Just like if you sold sex, you would
Well, I
see
got
the
to where
world. You know what I mean?
I thought that anybody in the world that didn't do drugs didn't exist. In fact,
Right. I thought
at
that
that
too.
White House,
I thought that too.
well, you got to think about this. Right?
Smoking coke is funny.
1 kilo of cocaine. Cocaine's not even like the cracking drug, right?
Right.
There's 1,000 grams in there. You make it, if you spread it out on the street, that's 60K, but you could get that key for like what? Back in 2002 for like 12K, right? 12 to 13,000. Colombia only makes maybe 2,500 off each key. They're making $100 billion a year off the U.S. market film.
Facts.
All right. And everyone else who's not doing illicit drug, well, guess what? You're on that Adderall. You're on a
Yeah,
Xanax.
they're
You're
on
some type of
drug,
prescription.
caffeine, something, food. Let me tell you.
If you go to any hotel,
I'm
they
glad you
will
said
fucking
that. I'm glad you
barricade
said
you in there with cable
that.
and the pharmaceutical commercials and the reruns.
Yeah. This
and
causes
all
herpes.
the things.
I love when people be smiling, they got herpes. Like, bruh,
Dog,
what are you
I
talking
went to get my, I had to get the jack. All right.
that you're an
Because
idiot.
I've got many,
No,
many
you
jabs.
didn't. No, you didn't. But yeah, I know you have been. I know you've probably been injected more than anyone here.
Yes.
I know you
And
have.
the thing is that
That's, I'm
shit,
sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I'm a little.
Are you worried about? Are you worried at all? Don't be worried
Yeah,
about death. Why? You'll just come back and
I'm not worried
reset.
about death.
What are you worried about?
Things worse than that. Okay, so.
Oh, you
as
worried
soon as I
about
got
being
that-
uploaded?
Um,
You know what I'm talking about? Are you worried about being uploaded because of the whole mRNA? Did you mess with a lot of things that were mRNA?
Yeah, I got
Yeah, you might be compatible,
an injection
dog. You might be
for
compatible.
fucking.
He's
They just said
compatible.
they inoculated me for Hep C.
Yeah, you're compatible. they changed your blood type, DNA, everything.
Oh, I know that other people that are in. Well,
We gotta be careful talking about this. Let's go ahead, continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I've been inoculated for all kinds of things that I didn't even realize.
right.
And this is before anybody realized there's a Hep C cure. The reason why they give us a whole battery of inoculations, depending upon where we're being sent, right? It's because when people blow up,
It's always areas for
their
excuse.
fucking bones blow into you. They're wet.
That'll be the
fucking bone
shrapnel,
fragments blowing.
the bone metal. So
Yes.
that does that cause that's bone?
Bone metal, all
So
that.
that would be like its own type of infection, then, right?
Yes. So,
So,
I was
yeah,
in a hyperbaric chamber.
Okay.
Like the first time I was in one was for the bends, but at certain levels of oxygen pressure, depending on the type of bacteria, things like that are shaped in spirochete form related to syphilis and stuff
Yeah.
cannot survive.
Syphilis can kill you.
Yes, it can.
Yes, it can.
And before that, before we realized what it was, there used to have these doctors called psephologists. They didn't know it could have been cured with antibiotics.
Isn't
But
that
after
the
a certain
disease
point-
they gave the Tuskegee men?
Tuskegee, yes.
They killed all of
Yes.
them to see how long they would die on it, right? Did they have a cure for it at that time?
Yes.
And they just didn't give it to them because they wanted to see what the
Yep.
life expectancy
Yeah,
was.
and
They were
it's-
test
and it gets
subjects.
Even worse. The Japanese were given immunity for all of their biological studies,
Mhm.
and everybody thinks, oh, only the Germans got it. No, fucking everybody did that we came up on all their shit from.
Wow.
And like, how else do you think they were able to manufacture things
no,
like
I agree. I
the
agree.
autoimmunodeficiency
Right.
syndrome or deficiency
Shit.
disorder?
Fucking autism came from polio, and now there's like 30 or fucking 30. There's like 100 different types of autism.
Yeah.
The polio vaccine pushed that agenda. I think it was to
There-
find
that
out
was
or weed
one.
out the. Can I ask you a question that you can confirm nor deny or give me a wink?
Mhm.
Do they have a device? Does any one of the agencies or DARPA, do they have a device that they're always searching, like a radar, pinging for a certain human being's frequency? Are they in the search of special? They are? Yeah, you can just nod or no. You know exactly what I'm saying without saying it, right? Is there a frequency radar out there that is searching for higher vibrating enlightened gods and goddesses that are the next term of evolution?
Not for that purpose. Not to my knowledge.
Not to you. I like that.
No.
I'm gonna talk to you.
What
That's
I
why
do
I'm gonna
know
wait.
is
There's
that
so many.
technology does exist.
Yeah, that's one of those questions
There
I
are
want to
other
ask you.
ways of marking a fingerprint of certain segments of society. That's a lot of the genetically engineered forms of targeting. So, like, they'll create a disease that will only infect people with certain genetic markers.
Okay. So they're taking blood samples and then studying it, and then they'll just snatch it. Well, you always hear
they're
these
gonna
babies.
buy all the fucking ancestry.com
Right.
and chemistry,
Data.
but they'll just buy that DNA data.
My
Or
thing
they'll
is,
take what's in APHIS.
I think that's right. I think that's why they're snatching babies up. They could be like, you know what? Name another reason where the mother isn't on drugs, isn't on no crime, but she'll get her baby taken by CPS.
Worse thing.
For no reason.
Worse things than that.
Right, bro. And I always think like if a baby's getting taken from the hospital and there's nothing you did criminally, and no one talks about this, and this happens a lot. A lot.
They're using Planned Parenthood primarily for that, especially in states where they make it blurry when the laws allow for what's called post-birth abortion.
That's some. Wow. So that's the legality of it. Is that what you're saying? And that's crazy.
And then what they'll do is they'll cloud the media and say like, "Oh, you're taking
it's their
a
way to
woman's
slow
right,
down
blah,
the
blah, blah."
awakening." If you ask me, I think they're trying to control the awakening, and
They're doing that, but it's also a big money grab too.
Right.
See, when someone's a donor,
we're traded on the market. I know how
the
babies are
only
traded.
person that doesn't capitalize.
The birth certificate alone.
Now, when Doge went into looking at the activities of FEMA
I don't trust
made sure that Planned Parenthoods stationed at university campuses were using these late-term abortions specifically for the purpose of Frankensteining these fetuses with animals and shit.
That's crazy.
Now,
but it's in our food too.
Crazy.
It's in our food. They use it as a food ingredient.
Yes, it is.
Fucking crazy.
It's a food flavoring.
Food flavoring
is cosmetic.
It's demonic. Fuck you talking.
It is demonic.
It's demonic. It's straight demonic, bro.
And listen, I gotta bring this up. Last year in England, they developed the first lab-grown meat lab.
Yeah,
right?
I seen that. It was
And
like
what
2-3
they were
years ago.
saying, is that this meat is derived from
cells,
human DNA that's been fucking donated.
Human meat, bro. Human fucking meat. Yes.
And now
demonic.
that MIT is promoting this idea of organoids, where
AI?
humans are being grown without a brain, without a central nervous system, to harvest organs. But the very last point was it could also be used as a source of meat.
That's
now, right now, these aren't real people.
Stop
but
eating.
What is the point
It's the same
of
thing.
using human DNA?
Yeah, it's demonic.
They're desensitizing us into cannibalism.
Yes, it is, bro.
And by
I need my dick sucked.
manufacturing shortages,
I need my dick
that's
sucked.
what they're doing. They're manufacturing these shortages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many years ago did Soylent Green come out?
Right, 80s. Right?
Was it the 80s or was it before
We'll
that?
find out right now. I'm pretty sure it was the 80s or 70s.
Charlton Heston. Yeah, it had to be
Charleston
the
Heston's.
70s.
Yeah. Soylent Green, right?
Yep.
1973. Yeah, 70s. I know. Charleston Heston. Yep. Ben-Hur. Remember Ben-Hur?
Yeah.
Any movie with an overture, you know it's fucking old. An overture. If you know, you know.
Hey, Alexa.
Listen, don't eat anything that's fucking mechanically separated.
How much did the Pentagon spend producing Soylent Green?
The Soylent Green was produced by the Pentagon
Put it to your ear.
for $4
$4
million.
million? $4 million. Yeah, we see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, your microphone's
Back in
on your ear.
1973.
Yeah, that was a lot of money. We could hear it though. Your microphone is on your ear, so put the phone close to your ear.
Yeah,
Think about that. Duh. Stop smoking weed. Shout out them, man. Those are the most pure soul. They are. Shout out those people, bro. Most pure soul people, bro. They are.
They are. And you know what's fucked up? So when I was doing this thing with Stem Cells Cure, looking at Planned Parenthoods, we needed to make sure that this wasn't isolated to one or two Planned Parenthoods, because it was made to look like the selling to Chinese military doctors and Chinese biotech companies was something that was isolated to one or two different Planned Parenthood clinics and not institutional wide.
Wow.
So me and my girl at the time, we were the power couple going out to medical conferences. They lied to us.
Of course.
We wanted them to. They told us that not only, because we told them that we were pregnant. And they said that they were going to perform an ultrasound. And they did, and they told us that that baby had Down syndrome.
From the
At that Planned
ultrasound? Impossible. Impossible.
We weren't
Impossible.
pregnant.
You guys have a good day. I'm out. Hey,
So,
yo.
after that-
you made me take my headphones off, bro.
We
You said we weren't pregnant.
So I went on 4chan. This is in
I went on
2013. 4chan and Reddit, and we were
I went
asking
on
people to
4chan.
confirm at their Planned Parenthood.
You a ginger, bro? You a
It's-
ginger?
I kind of am sometimes.
I'm
you
an
guys.
Irish. I heard you do your little Irish ass fucking accent.
Which one is Jewish? My girlfriend says my psoriasis is sexy.
That's Herbert. Or no, that's a
I don't
dude.
really talk with an Irish accent.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're a little Irish jig.
I'm Irish Korean.
I'm an Irish
I'm a
Korean.
soybean potato flavored croissant.
I'm nigga. Holler if you heard me. Holler. I get my TikTok live back tomorrow. Woo! Let me tell you this, guys. If anyone lives near my area, right, and I haven't had ass or had the pleasure to make love to someone who's spiritual, and we know we have 24 hours left and you're single, please, and you ain't got no kids either or family around, drive your motherfucking ass over to my house in Tennessee and let's spend them last 24 hours fucking proper. I mean that. Proper. Now there's the awkwardness. Hold on.
A proper pumpy.
Proper. And start with
Hello.
sucking it.
Would you like some gummy bear bits?
I want some coochie.
They're warm from being in my pocket.
In my pocket.
In my pocket.
I'm all joking. Oh, listen. Also at the trip, please. I'm just letting it be known. Me personally, I don't know about any other man, but I am not going to Tennessee with the intention of fucking. All right? I'm just keeping it real. If it happens, cool. But I'm not looking for it. All right? Straight up. I want to, because I will lose, it will also lose sight of the whole point of that, that reason why we're there.
That's your test.
Yeah, it is. It's, not saying I won't, but I'm not going to be all loved up with someone, no, because I want to spend time with everyone equally. You know what I mean? Everyone equally. Not no favoritism. I'm not going there to get some pussy. You know what I mean? That's not just, I'm just keeping it real, putting that out there, on record. Now, if it happens or whatever, but I am not going there that's not why. It's me. Now, I can't speak for Tommy. I can't speak for Dylan. I can't speak for Patrick. I can't say the other two names because the people are bringing their wives and they're married. But hey, y'all married? Hey, do it up. That's the time. Y'all, especially y'all married, man, make love to your wife. Y'all on vacation and togetherness. Make that house shake, nigga. You know what I mean? Facts. Right. You know what I mean? And if I get woken up and something's in the mouth, I am not pulling it out. I'm just not searching for it. I'm not going there for that. You know what I mean? If it happens, you guys understand what I'm saying, and that's respect to everybody. Also respect to the women that are there, so they don't have to be in their head thinking, is he just flirting with me because he wants to fuck me? No, I won't be doing that. You will notice you will be treated just like I treated everyone else, man, woman, whatever. There will be boundaries and stuff like that, of course. If they say no, no. And this is also out to the people that are coming, because a lot of people don't. Yeah, let me get this out the way real quick. You know what I mean? To all the people that are coming to the trip, like you, Dylan, you, Amber, you, Patrick. There's probably some others in here. Please don't make it weird. No one ever does this, all right? And I really, really want this to be fucking successful. You know what I mean? And I don't want men being perverts to rub women the wrong way where they're at the point they feel fucking uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
That would be bad.
Yeah, do not do that. And respect people's fucking boundaries. You know what I mean? For real. This is a time to get close to people. This is time to get to know and really see that, man, you're not alone. Not everybody's a scammer. You got a family. I'm trying to create a fucking family here. So please respect people. You know what I mean? And if it happens, two people link up and y'all do y'all thing. Listen, y'all are all grown ass adults. I'm not going to tell you not to do nothing to do it. You paid to be here just like I did. So just respect people's boundaries. That's all I'm saying. If, you know what I mean? And have fun, man. Please. Yeah, I'm just saying. Not saying that y'all can't. Listen, if everyone had a roommate, everyone was fucking cool. But I hope that's not y'all reason for going. You know what I mean? I want it to be more than that, really. For real. And I'm trying to, I know I like to play around and say, oh, I had pussy. But with that, I just want everyone to have a good time, have no hard feelings to nobody. You know what I mean? And shit, if you got a piece of ass where you felt like that and it was relieving and stress, hey, man, do you. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? Straight up, I'm happy. Just want to get that out the way. Just being 100. I love all of y'all, man. I really want this to be successful. I don't care if there was just 10 of us. It's all these people respecting. You're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to be so glad you did it. You know what I mean? You will. Just letting you know, I'm going on the top floor where no one's sleeping. I'm having my own room, and I am open to a roommate, though. I am open to a roommate. Amber, you down? I'm joking. You already know. You already know. Oh. Yeah, what's up, bro? I'm gonna be on for 15 more minutes. I'll do an hour and a half.
Oh
today.
no, it's my.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
Okay, so
that's a
my
crazy
shoulder.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like you never healed, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
I am reading the comments.
There was this demonic ass child that I watched this kid do horrible things to like an old man with that old man's old crutches. He's a demon child. So there was this car barreling down the road. But before I noticed that,
Love
the
you,
kid
Amber.
grabbed the barrel of my rifle while I had a live round in the chamber. So he pulled it towards me and it freaked me out. So I kicked him in the chest. I was kicking a fucking door open, but then I see this fucking car barreling down the road, and you know I grabbed him, and as soon as I grabbed him, I'm cocooned in like Von zipper and body armor. I'm not wearing a chin strap.
Yeah, I know Amber's down.
And the freaking hood.
I've already talked to
I
Amber.
fly into the windshield, and the weight of this kid ripped my arm out when it hit the windshield, man. Anyway, like the driver of that vehicle, he had like a T-shirt where the neck hole was right here, and he tied the sleeves, and he looked like Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
and I see him.
Yo, the chat's
reaching
crazy.
over to the passenger side for what I thought was a detonator or something. So I had my rifle swinging from its foxtail. I grabbed the pistol grip, and I put one through the wind. I put two through the windshield, but the first I watched this dome cave in. And then later, when we determined it was safe to actually check his trunk, first of all, he wasn't reaching for a detonator. He was reaching for like
reaching
a
for a detonator.
Well, yeah, but like, what was he was reaching for a cloth that was soaked in? I guess he was huffing.
Yeah. Oh, really? About butane or something?
We checked his. No, this is in Afghanistan. So
what was he huffing? You think? What the fuck is able to huff in Afghanistan?
Like glue and shit.
Yeah, really,
dude. There's Reynolds wrap and Bic lighters out there. And
you can huff a Bic lighter.
No. I'm saying like if they got.
I hear you. Sarah, I'm on the podcast.
There's like Reynolds wrap and Bic lighters out there. I mean, for the age. So
hold on. We got a phone commercial break. Sarah, you're on the podcast. Talk.
Oh yeah. Well, happy Mother's Day to all the mommies. I just wanted to know, did you text Nancy?
No.
Okay.
I haven't texted anybody. I've been busy all day.
Except me.
I called you, bitch, didn't I? Didn't I call? No, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I called my son, right?
You called me and said happy Mother's Day.
I said give the phone to my boy.
And then you said happy Mother's Day. You son of a gun.
No, I said AJ. Did you tell your mother happy Mother's Day? When do I call you, Sarah?
And then you said it.
When do I call you?
Don't play games.
When do I call you?
When you need something.
Never, which is never. Never. So when I called you, that means there's something. See, this is me and my baby mom's relationship.
We're repartee.
Yeah.
Sometimes. All love, but we fucking hate each other.
Suck my dick.
Shut up. Anywho, all right. Well, that sounds good. I guess I was just asking because I'll text her or Facebook, I guess.
Where's AJ?
Right next to me.
AJ, get AJ.
Eating goldfish.
You got 2 minutes. Hey, tell AJ he's on the podcast if he talks on the phone.
AJ, come here. What? Daddy wants you on the podcast to get him more followers. Because he's nothing without you. Come here.
Yeah, my views have plummeted.
I know.
Rated F.
flowing downstream. Come on, AJ. He's talking to people.
AJ, come
over
here.
here.
Put me on speaker. AJ.
You are literally always on speaker.
AJ. Hey, talk. You're on the podcast. What do you want to say to all the followers?
Hi, followers. Happy Mother's Day.
Say I miss you.
Give on some flowers. Happy Mother's Day, followers.
AJ.
How about follow my daddy?
Hey, AJ.
Follow my daddy.
AJ.
Give him some likes.
AJ, hail to the Redskins.
Hail to the Redskins. Hail victory.
That's my son. All right, baby boy. Hey, AJ, I love you. AJ.
Daddy say love you.
AJ, I love you, buddy. I'll see you soon, all right?
I love you too.
I love you too, pimpin'.
He said happy Mother's Day.
All right, I'll holler at you.
Bye.
Bye. That's how you talk to your ex. I have all good relationship with my exes.
I have good relationship.
I'm not an
all
asshole,
my
you know what I mean? Like, I
The
might
ones
fuck
that,
around,
like, try
but
to
I'm
kill
a
me.
good-hearted person. Yeah.
You are.
I try to be. Actually, I don't try. I am who I am, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done a lot of shitty things in my life. A lot of shitty things.
You
While
got
being
remorse
good.
written all over your face.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Like
Again,
we you know what, someone said it, and it really registered with me, and it took a while for it to come back. The idea of thinking that you are unforgivable is a perversion of arrogance.
I like that. It is.
Dude, it took me a while to understand
I
that.
think you don't want to be forgiven then if you're at that point. Because honestly, forgiveness is something that you work towards. It's not given to you, it's earned. Like respect.
It is.
You have to earn that forgiveness.
And
you
I
really
didn't I couldn't forgive myself. Now. I have gotten to the point where I can love myself. Like, I do love me.
Facts.
I used to not be able to make eye contact in the mirror.
Oh, really?
Like, I'll avoid eye contact
Because of what you've done
I
and
hated
seen.
it.
Yeah, I understand that, bro.
Yeah.
But just know that was it off your own accord? That's how I like to question things. Was it really off your own accord? And nothing that you've done bad was off your own accord, honestly. Even if it was you're a drug addict, no. It's situation, circumstances that's pushed by the Matrix. I mean,
Actually,
it was given to you by your government.
Drugs helped me
cope.
humanize.
Right.
And then I was able. I've
Dylan.
used discernment
Uh-huh.
to completely do away with what I was given, you know.
Yeah, no, I got you.
But like, no, there are some things that weren't exactly because I was following a directive. It was split.
Oh, you mean you did something? Oh, I got you. Did you ever do something off your own anger in a situation just because you know you were able to and can get away with it?
No.
Good. That's what matters. I'm glad that was the answer. And if you lied to me, that's all right because you lied to yourself. But but you know what I'm saying. If you didn't, you understand the question. What I mean, right? Like, did you ever abuse your power to on a negative and evil way?
Fired a weapon in anger.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
Well, you know how you when you're like in a situation, say a militarized situation, right? And the people are shooting, and you shoot a person who isn't even in the situation, but you shoot him just because he's in the way, like on purpose, because you can get away with it. It's like pointless murder. You ever do something like that?
With me pulling the trigger, aiming.
What do you mean, like passively, like what, by setting someone up to go do it for you?
No.
So why you say it not that way? So you've done it
Okay,
another
so
way.
there was a situation in
There you
which
go.
somebody that I was happened to be in direct interaction, not operating with a unit of Americans that was co-ed where a 19-year-old girl got shot through the throat, an American girl. And I said, you know what? I know that's an apartment complex. All right. I know that that's an apartment. I know there's chances there are civilians in there. Fucking put an AT-4 missile through that goddamn window.
Ooh. Hey, but those calls behind the means, basically, though.
Yeah,
So
I don't feel.
I hear what you're saying.
Well, actually, honestly, there were no civilians that were killed in that because when I went up into there.
Oh, so she lived?
Like at
She
first,
lived?
When I saw, no. It's just that,
you're talking about the building.
No.
No one, there was no
the building.
Okay, I got you.
There's this what I thought that it was like a woman because they were dressed as a woman. I was like, oh fuck, and then I saw his dick and balls hanging out the side, and I was like, he was dressed as a woman. So I was like, oh,
he,
dude,
she,
yeah, you know,
Letitious.
But I can't give like absolute definites to that situation. You know what? I'm confident about certain decisions that I know
Peace,
that
Dylan.
I have and have not made.
Love you, bro.
But we're talking about an entire, like almost my entire adult life. And so there's countless different kinds of circumstances, situations, scenarios that are all on their own with their own.
But you're forgiving yourself then. No, that's what I'm saying. As long as you're able to understand that, not to displace blame or nothing, but to understand that you've grown from that situation to be able to make a better, illegible decision. You know what I mean? Is that where you're at right now? Or you?
Okay, so
you're so
I had a bunch of these were not okay.
Thank you, Dylan.
I could not in any circumstance have any direct involvement with kids that were in uniform.
Oh, I got you.
And so, but anyway, because of my presence there, and because I was being, you know, I had bonded with these kids, and I ended up, you know, conducting activities,
creating relationships
that involved it. Yeah. So, when it came to we were doing this exercise, their platoon leader and I were. I guess we were bonding, came up with an idea for getting people to forgive themselves because there was a lot of grief and I didn't want to pinpoint anything. So I was like, look, we're going to have everybody do a grief letter, right? But instead...
What, y'all burned it?
No. I wanted them to think that. But instead of actually... So the grief letter was to anybody that anybody in the world to write down everything they ever wanted to say, right?
Like a 4-step.
But they had to read it to their reflections.
Ooh, I like that.
And
yeah,
that's
say
funny,
it out
like
loud.
I was able to do that too.
Right? Were you?
No.
You weren't able?
No.
You should meditate, bro. Look, let me show you something real quick. I want you to watch this. Yeah, people, my chat already knows what I'm about to do. What I'm about to show you. Right, chat? My chat, I love my chat, man. I love the same 30 people. Like, bro, y'all, I love y'all.
Your breath is the only thing that connects your conscious and your subconscious mind. So you're subconsciously breathing all day long, and you're operating from back here, where your amygdala and your limbic system are. They tell stories all day long. When you pause and you consciously take a breath, you lit up this frontal lobe. Your frontal lobe is where you make conscious cognitive choices. It's where you control your thoughts. When you light up this, you're making better decisions. You're telling your story. You're accepting the instincts you want and you're rejecting the others. You want to elevate that a step more? Meditate. First time somebody told me I needed to meditate, I was like, yeah, I'm a scientist. That's woo-woo. I don't do the woo.
It's the opposite now.
I do the woo. Here's why. I got real scientific about it, and I dug into it, and I was like, holy shnikes. Every single paper I read has really fascinating research with meditation, and it turns out one paper in particular changed my mind. A good friend of mine, she's a neuroscientist at Harvard. She knows something, I guess. But she did a research where she took non-meditators, scanned all of their brains, put them through a 20-minute-a-day, 8-week-long meditation program, rescanned all of their brains. And in 20 minutes, she changed the shape and function of every single person's brain. She shrunk their amygdala, and she literally grew gray matter. She grew brain cells in the frontal lobe. Read that study, I was like, I don't know about you. I need all the brain cells up here I can get. Your breath is the
Now, listen to this, right? I've been coming across throughout my life more science connecting with my type of spirituality with explanations on consciousness than Christianity ever has. And what you just heard this woman describe, religion like Judaism, religion like Islam, and religion like Christianity, calls that
pathology.
Demonic. What she just described is under demonic in Christianity.
Some people believe that. The Catholic teachings, I had to look into this, they say through practicing meditation and prayer, you could improve your conscious contact with God.
Yeah,
the Oxford 12-step group created the foundation from which Dr. Bob and Bill W. created
Bill
the
W.
12 steps.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I know Bill W.
Through prayer and meditation, we improve our conscious contact with God as we understood him.
Right.
That actually is a Oxford group, also Jesuit teaching. St. Francis of
Doesn't
Assisi
surprise me.
is also a big, was a saint, but he's a Catholic theologian that stressed the importance of meditation. Now, you have fundamentalists, you know, that speak in tongues and play with rattlesnakes and end up in movies like fucking, I don't know, like
Seven.
Deliverance and shit.
Deliverance.
Seven.
What's in the box?
You know,
What's in the
Yeah,
box?
that fucked me up, that part. You know,
they didn't show it though.
Kevin Spacey in
it.
real life,
bro. They didn't
it's even
show
scarier
it.
now.
That's crazy work. That is crazy work. Cause you're right. That motherfucker's mega maniacal.
Yeah,
he is. He's a sicko. Straight
he
sicko.
Is, dude.
Hey, I think he's part of that national security global pedo ring.
He is.
You looked into Zoe. So. You looked into Zoe Laverne. How she's like this 24-year-old.
You showed me some clips of the girl with the
little 13-year-old boys.
Very traumatized looking facial expression.
Why the fuck is she not getting arrested, bro? She's got text messages,
I
pictures.
think I got something confused.
No,
what's going on?
Zoe Laverne, right? I'm gonna show you who exactly she is.
Is that the girl that the weird facial expression?
No. Listen.
This person should be in jail. Zoe Laverne. Really not comprehending what she actually done, acting like having an intimate relationship with a minor is just a casual mistake. You're talking about PDF files that is out on her.
PDF files.
They're trying
videos
to add NAP to
when she's 23
right.
messing
Listen,
with
this is like a soft, like trying to usher it in because she's not getting arrested. If this was a boy, a man, going and flying across the country to meet 13-year-old chicks, we're going to jail. At 19, she's 20 fucking 4.
I think they still got a little bit of privilege.
13.
Pedo privilege.
If this was a man,
look at
you're
these
going
kids.
to jail.
These are boys.
Fucking
bro.
text message evidence. I'm ready to be with. Hey, look at the age.
That's a boy. That's a little ass fucking boy. Look.
So I posted
she's
this.
sending pictures of her in a thong.
In this case, the boy will consider boy and girl.
Look at this. Look at that little boy. He looks like my fucking son. He looks like my son, bro. That's crazy.
What was the name of the chick that was married to Ashton Kutcher?
Mila Kunis. Yeah, that's crazy work. She was 13, 14.
Before that, his wife, the older one.
Oh, no.
G.I. Jane?
Yeah, Demi Moore.
Did you see the video of her making out with a 10-year-old boy?
Yeah, that's old. But yeah, hell yeah, she straight was kid. That wasn't 10. He was like.
He was 11 or something.
Yeah, he was up 12, I think. But he was young.
And
he was young. Still
Clint
young.
Eastwood and Josie Wells improvised the scene that wasn't in the script.
I saw a boy
Making
suck
out with
on Gandhi's tongue.
Yeah.
That's when I knew the world is
and
all
these
pedos.
elites are all legitimate.
All of them. You're sucking. How old is fucking Gandhi, bro?
Dude, you know
suck
why
his tongue?
herpes was spreading in the Jewish community in New York?
Why?
The rabbis, the moils performing the circumcisions were cleaning it with their mouths, and they were fucking spreading oral herpes to babies in the Jewish community all throughout New York. Yeah. And then on Candace Owens, that Rabbi Shmuley, what was he doing that he called her out for? Having his daughter sell butt plugs for him. And
it's not funny.
With no shame, he was proud of that shit.
It's an evil world.
And they'll never be called out.
It was the Dalai Lama. It wasn't Gandhi. The Dalai Lama.
No. Yeah,
that got his tongue sucked.
Both of them are on that same level.
Maybe it was, I don't know. I forget which one it was. It's one of them.
Gandhi was doing that shit. And Gandhi was a racist. He's not from India. But what's funny.
Yeah, he was Indian. So it's Gandhi. It's Gandhi. Yeah.
They give more credit to Bose.
I want my picture.
England.
I want my picture. You know who you are. I want my picture. I want my picture. They know who they are. Yeah, I'm supposed to.
Okay.
They know who they are. I want my picture.
If we talk about human trafficking,
You gotta
Shock
be careful.
rumor.
Listen. We can't.
You can't talk about that.
No, you can't. That's why, bro.
Like,
I know.
made the only video about human trafficking that I made that fucking had 250,000 views in a couple of days.
Listen,
well, why?
It
doesn't make any sense.
I'm afraid it's a viral. It's a viral. You're right.
Least.
Really? Oh yeah, of course you are when you talk about. Listen, it's a viral topic. There's a lady called Mo on here, Mo Millions. Yeah, I mean, shout out Mo Millions. Go give her a follow on TikTok. I need to refollow her on my account. But she made a video and I highlighted her talking about how she was being recruited to scan her area of Chicago, social media for children, for organ harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They get people like her, and she was waiting for her platform to get big enough to talk about this type of things. Bro, let me tell you, that America's always said to be one of the greatest places to live, to grow up, bro. For a child to be born in America is one of the most dangerous countries out of all the countries close to North Korea. You can call me crazy if you fucking want, but do your research.
I've been all over the world, man.
Bro, it's crazy to have children here.
It is, but it is.
It's not polarized.
It's
the silent war. It's not different. No, I know it isn't.
I mean, in the
it
West.
isn't. But what's propagated to us, though, Tommy, about how we're great. Listen, in Japan, you got 3, 4, 5-year-olds walking the streets alone with these fucking hats. And they're guided by the whole town, like the village raises the child.
They don't allow immigration. They
Right,
they're very closed society.
Right, they're tight knit. Those kids aren't being raped.
Yeah,
they're not. Not like listen. They're sickos
not
everywhere.
Not like what's happening in America.
They don't got 800,000 going missing a year.
No, they don't.
Fuck.
That's just from CPS alone.
Yeah,
in 2017.
It's more than that, but yeah.
In 2017, it was about 800,000 children went missing, and all investigations into the welfare and well-being of these children ended at the foster parents. All right.
That's crazy. I was in foster care. Let me tell you why that's crazy. Because I knew a foster family where 13, 14-year-old girls were getting dug out on the regular.
Yep.
On the regular.
There isn't a single person
involved in the system
grown men that would dare have their own children.
No.
That's
crazy too.
And we all understand this as common sense, and we let it happen.
I'm trying to tell you, it's pure sex trafficking. All right, Tom, I'm gonna get out of here. You got me here for an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, I love you, bro. It's all good.
I love you too, man.
You're going to can you go live this week?
Yes,
I
I
won't
can.
be able to go on TikTok. When we go on TikTok simultaneously, please mind your speech.
I will do that.
I will tell you when that happens because I do want you to get on TikTok because it helps grow your channel. Did you get your account with 10,000 followers banned?
Yeah.
Yo, Tommy, let me give you an adult conversation real quick, right to your face, because it's not talking shit behind your back. I'm telling it to your face. You know what the fuck you can't say, all right? When you get to that point, that's extra income. You could be throwing in crypto and all that shit. Stop getting your accounts banned, bro. Someone tagged me showing that they tagged you in a video, and since they tagged your name in a video, they got a community guideline because you had the middle finger in your profile.
And my name?
Swear to God. He got. I'll send it to you. I gotta go find it. But
Shit.
But guys, I love
why
y'all.
did they let me have that name?
Right, and then give someone a community guideline. It's just because it was you. Get the target off your back, bro.
Yeah.
Know what you can and can't say, and everything always doesn't have to be said, and you know how to say things without saying them. So come on, adult
I'm gonna
conversation.
commit myself to trying to keep a channel.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open a new channel in like the next 30 minutes. Because right now I got one. Because I got Marty on first warning with this bitch. So
this guy's terrible.
And the thing is. It's inconsistent.
You're fucking terrible. Listen, you need to
They're
get.
getting me for videos that were already viral.
Yeah, I saw.
Or that I'll download,
bro,
off of looking for myself in the search thing.
You want to hear something crazy?
And I'll see other people's.
I got a profile called Undercover, right? Some of y'all have noticed it. Y'all follow me. That is me. I have a backup right now. It's just called Undercover. I haven't put toxic on it, right? I made like 2 or 3 videos on it. Each of those videos got thousands of views, 900 views. And I'm like, what the fuck? I can't break 300 over here with 79, 80,000 motherfuckers. But listen, I'm out of here. I love y'all. All right? I meant everything I said, man. I love you, Tommy. Hit you up this time tomorrow.
You too, bro.
Listen, I'm available tomorrow, whatever.
I'm down.
Bro. So we got me. We'll be good. Yeah. Remember, also, you said when you want me to meet some people of yours around here,
Yes.
right? That's when after the thing, after the 29th, when we come back, we'll have time to go do all that.
All right.
And probably some other things. That night is going to be mine
sure.
now, because
right.
I'm just going to tell you that the 30th, the 29th night, I need alone time.
For sure, man.
You'll understand. I love all of y'all. Shout out my guy, Tommy. Yay, everybody go ahead, round of applause. Round of applause.
Yo.
I love you, bro. Probably see you tomorrow. Maybe not. If I'm available, just message me. I'll message you back.
I will.
I love you, bro.
Copy that. I love you too, man.
I love my boy, man. And I love you guys. I always get my last minute to say what's up to you. Patrick, don't ever take it that I don't answer your messages. I don't ever look at my messages, so I don't know you're messaging me. But I know Cliff's been telling me a little bit what's going on. And you're going to be all right. I know your situation, what's going on, bro. But we're going to talk to you. It's a little surprise. I love all of you. I really do. Dylan, my guy, Amber, you got Amber. You had the whole chat on fire talking about go get him, sis. Let me see some of these goddamn comments. I'm gonna recall it. Y'all are out of control. Out of control, like vultures. You know, who Amber? Amber's right here. Amber Lucas. That's who Amber is. AJ is famous. That's my boy. I miss my son. I want to see him. You know what I mean? It was a good life. I can't. Oh, where'd it go? And never. I need my picture, by the way. Trey, don't let Amber down. Me and Amber don't even talk like that. Amber, what they talking about? Unhappy alien. I would let her down right now. I would disappoint her fantasies and everything if there were. Because it's been 3 years. I would have to I need Blue Chew. But I love you guys. Let me get out of here. You know what I mean? I can't find the comments. Fuck. Hot topics. The Woods was good though. What's the Woods? What the fuck is the Woods? Because I saw my name mixed in with that. Dre or the Woods? Nah, listen, if anything going on, it's in the room with a shower. I'm not, you know, maybe you could throw Dylan in there if he gets lucky enough. And it's good vibes. The whole room, I don't care. I'm orgy type person. As long as it's love. I'm lying. I love you. Don't be like this freaking girl messing with 13-year-old goddamn children. That's crazy work. I don't, she should go to jail for that. She really should. And she's not. It shows you where we're going, guys. I'll get you some. Bro, scroll through these comments. I have. Listen, I'm going to call you later, Amber. With maybe angry or happy, all depending. Your wood. Oh, my wood? my 8 iron. My 8 iron. I got a 2 wood, 3 wood. I got an 8 wood, dog. Listen, if this was like an OnlyFans type chat, I'll throw y'all a video right now of me getting top down, which was the last time I got top down 3 years ago, or 3.5, something like that. Y'all be like, some of y'all girls would be like, I knew it. Much love, bro. I love you, bro. Look at these. I love all of y'all, man. We're gonna have fun that Friday, though, Dylan. I can't wait to talk to you, bro. You're definitely everyday watcher, not much toys and stuff. Thank you, then. Thank you for coming here, bro. For real. I saw that comment. Thank you. Thank you for being here, bro. I love all of you. Yes. Listen, I'm happy alien. They know, yes. I mean, small dick is an epidemic out there. Thank God I wasn't affected by that vaccine. I love all y'all. Pieces and guys, man. See y'all. Everyone knows Amber's going to come after me now. I hope y'all know that. Pass. We cray. Much love. I love this. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'll say this. If we can't joke around and have fun like this and got to be all the time politically correct, man, how human are we? Life is supposed to be a fun experience. Don't ever take anything to the heart. And again, you guys know how I am with respect. I even said it against, when we go down there, don't make sex an objective. Make it spontaneous if that's something that does happen. But don't make it a thing you're looking for. Enjoy the moment. Be present. Really go there for you because you need a release. You need a release. You know what I mean? And y'all understand more. This is why I want to talk to everybody on Friday when we're tripping. I'm going to have individual conversations and group conversations. I'm going to probably start it off by watching something that's like a comedy and get into it. And then after the first hour hits, You'll see, taking walks, all that. But you're going to enjoy yourselves. I am the objective. I love all of y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Stay woke, stay blessed. Go be a service and peace to the gods. Meditate. Stop procrastinating like me.